When a woman cheated death, the unbelievable message from her deceased family. Everyone, picture a remarkable event is about to unfold in the life of a 9-year-old. It all happens during a family picnic meticulously planned by her father and his close friend at a Syrian lakeside, where her father is building a cottage. The day feels like a pristine canvas filled with the excitement of exploration. Originally planned as a simple picnic, their day takes an unexpected turn when they receive a spontaneous invitation from Bob, a catalyst for change. This leads them from Ottawa to the uncharted shores of a breathtaking lake, teeming with unexplored possibilities. The allure of this unfamiliar place hints at an extraordinary adventure. While the men focus on construction under the morning sun, the children eagerly anticipate an afternoon boat excursion. By the lakeshore, her father and a select few join an aquatic escapade, while the rest, including Bob, his spouse, their 2 children, her mother, 3 siblings, and herself, set out on a modest fishing boat meant for 5. Their aquatic odyssey takes an unforeseen turn when the boat capsizes, leaving them in perilous depths. Remarkably, her brother, thanks to a snugly fastened Forks leather jacket, stays afloat, serving as an impromptu life preserver. In a heroic act, she clings to him underwater. The situation calls for a daring search and rescue operation to save everyone. When they are finally pulled from the water, she lies motionless. Fortune smiles upon them. A bystander, inspired by a recent CPR demonstration on TV, steps forward audaciously to revive her. A collective effort, almost miraculous, brings her back to life. However, her experience during this critical moment is unlike the typical stories of celestial light or ascending stairways. Instead, she finds herself in a dimly lit chamber surrounded by mysterious figures, a gathering resembling a family filled with love and an intimate bond, radiating inexhaustible affection. Surrounded by a comforting warmth, she feels as if she's beside a crackling fire under a welcoming quilt. In awe, an unfamiliar sense of contentment washes over her. Suddenly, a familiar voice breaks through, the voice of her departed grandmother, absent for a year. With a gentle reassurance, her grandmother reveals that her departure from this world is still in the future, urging her to return. Torn between staying and leaving, her father's voice interrupts, pleading for her to come back and care for her mother. Reluctantly obeying her father's plea, she wakes up in an unfamiliar space, missing its usual comforts, and calls out for her mother. In addition to sharing the mysterious insights gained from her journey in another realm, she explores the intricate fabric of her memories. She recalls moments when the boat's propulsion failed, putting the vessel in peril on the water. As water began to seep in, both her mother and confidant Nora faced fear, trying to avoid disaster. Unbeknownst to them, their actions inadvertently caused the boat to overturn. Complicating matters, no one on board could swim, including Bob, her mother, Nora, and Bob's offspring, who lacked aquatic skills. Nora clung to one end of the capsized vessel, while her mother held on to the opposite side. 2 small children balanced on top of the overturned boat, countering its tendency to sink. Debbie, her sibling, was trapped within Nora's grasp, desperately holding onto the precarious lifeline offered by the upturned boat. Meanwhile, she and her brother were stranded farther from the overturned craft, beyond immediate reach. In the chaos, Debbie's fear overwhelmed her, causing her to cling to Nora. Tragically, this action approximately 2 to 3 days passed before she reunited with her mother, accompanied by one of her uncles. Anxiously awaiting somber news, they journeyed back to the city. Unfortunately, her mother had the painful task of delivering the tragic update that her father and Debbie had succumbed to a boat mishap, becoming eternal denizens of the waters. Nora also met a melancholic demise in the watery embrace. Despite his initial proximity to the shore, her father tirelessly traversed the lake perimeter, overcoming obstacles before succumbing to the aquatic abyss. 3 lives, ensnared in an unremitting and catastrophic sequence, slipped away, leaving an indelible imprint of profound trauma. Her remarkable life unfolded with a close brush with mortality in her tender years, marking a pivotal moment that profoundly shaped her essence. Some might attribute it to providence or destiny, but for her, it constituted a significant episode that ignited a potent affinity with faith. Around 9 or 10 years old, she began her odyssey through Sunday school, sparking a deep spiritual connection. This encounter left her with a powerful, enigmatic sense of affection, whether it was a reunion with departed familial entities or the workings of a transcendent force, etching an enduring impression within her heart and psyche. The enigma within this chapter left an indelible mark, fostering an unyielding devotion to divinity and a lifelong dedication to altruism. Another enigmatic encounter unfolded in her 20s during her nursing tenure. Her wisdom tooth predicament required extraction, but her asthma made conventional dental procedures perilous. Scheduled for day surgery, she faced a daunting 2-hour journey from Ottawa due to long queues at local medical facilities. Although the procedure seemed promising, she experienced a cardiac event in the post-op recovery room under anesthesia. The medical team's frantic efforts and cryptic conversations confused her. Upon regaining consciousness, she inquired about heart failure, but the doctor denied it, leaving her with a cryptic memory of this unusual encounter, unlike her typical medical crisis. The attending physician and her mother doubted her account of this profound event. However, her nursing career involved bedside care for the dying, becoming a comforter with quiet conversations and recitations. Convinced she witnessed a soul departing at the moment of transition twice, she saw a brief haze from their body near the heart dispersing into the atmosphere. The loquacious spirit separated from their body in the next instance, vivid and inspiring her to become a death doula, guiding spirits to the afterlife. Teaching about overcoming mortality fear, she passionately advocated for greater respect for all human lives, including the homeless. As a nurse, she respected everyone unless otherwise stated. Her interactions in public transit and busy spaces were infused with a belief in human connection, knowing even small gestures, a kind word or shared conversation, could bring smiles and brighten even the darkest days. For those whose souls resonate with this narrative, for those yearning for tales that stretch the mind's boundaries and reflections that delve into the depths of the human spirit, I extend an invitation. Consider subscribing, and with a gentle notification, accompany me on a captivating expedition. The journey of adventures and contemplative musings is an ongoing exploration, where together we shall uncover more revelations, exchanging cheers along the way. Here's to the ever-unfolding tapestry of existence,